Welcome back to Weekend Prime. I'm Robinson Okenye. Let's now get into your favorite weekend segment, Health Digest. Now, it often begins with good intentions, wanting to be informed or just pass time to kill boredom. However, science is beginning to show that constant scrolling through social media or long screen times may feel good at first, but its impact on the brain can be detrimental. On this episode of Health Digest, Gloria Milimu looks at how unchallenging or trivial content online may be contributing to what experts refer to as brain rot, a state of mental or cognitive decline. Take a look.
We love using them, so much so that our minds are accustomed to their presence, almost believing life would grind to a halt without them. But now, medical science is starting to raise the red flags over the use of the little screens on mobile phones, tablets, laptops, and television. Recent studies have shown that excessive screen time among adults may be quietly eroding the mind's ability to learn, impacts memory retention, and could cause mental health problems. This trio of unseen health effects leads to the even worse condition of early neurodegeneration, where the brain wastes away as it is routinely fed content it does not need to interpret or analyze. This condition, referred simply as brain rot, could affect hundreds of thousands of people around the world who are hooked on endless social media scrolling, including many in Kenya, where social media use is regarded as among the continent's most active online users, largely driven by high access to the internet. Dr. Karen Blockman, a consultant neuropsychologist at the Aga Khan University's Brain and Mind Institute, argues that screen time in moderation may be harmless. However, too much of it can interfere with the brain's reward system, creating a cycle of dependency as repeated digital stimulation triggers dopamine levels.
What happens is it shapes our expectation. We need the same amount of pleasure each time to hook us. And when we don't get it, so we try to fix it by getting more.
And even worse, the short-form videos that are the hallmark of modern social media platforms have been found to slow down the brain's cognitive and interpretive functions, raising serious questions about the mental health of millions of people around the world, especially young children who are exposed to this type of content from very early developmental stages.
Our attention is not designed to be chopped up in small fragments with these quick rewards. Our attention system does well when it can sustain focus for long periods of time, when the reward comes much later. But every time we scroll, we're training ourselves to expect the opposite, which are the quick hits.
While research into the effects of this technology among Kenyans is thin, global studies point to a future of mental health challenges among health sections of the population. For instance, a study published in the International Journal of Mental Health and Addiction shows that among adults aged 18 to 25, excessive screen time causes the thinning of the cerebral cortex, the brain's outermost layer that is responsible for processing memory and critical thinking.
Although it mostly acts on our attention system, it does lead to forgetfulness, because we're not able to sustain attention as deeply and richly as we would if we had been training our long-term sustained attention system, not our, I'll call it the slow dopamine system as opposed to the quick, fast dopamine system.
That part of the brain is also responsible for key cognitive functions such as decision-making and problem-solving. which raises the question about whether we are raising a society of internet zombies, increasingly dependent on screens and struggling to tackle even the simplest tasks. Television, the small entertainment box that revolutionized the news and entertainment sectors in the 1960s, is also going through changes that are negatively impacting the mental health of current populations. A study on the link between recreational screen time and brain health among middle-aged and older adults found that adults who watched television for 5 or more hours a day had increased risk of developing brain-related diseases like dementia, stroke, or Parkinson's. Mobile phones have become indispensable parts of our lives. They are the first things we clutch upon waking up in the morning, and often the last things we scroll through before we drift off to sleep. But now, new evidence suggests that there could be a link between late-night screen time and the growing problem of sleep disorders. Doctors around the world have sounded the alarm over what appears to be an explosion of sleep disorders. As the world struggles to sleep, recent studies reveal that excessive screen time delays the release of the sleep chemical melatonin from the brain and alters the body's natural circadian rhythm. So, what should you do to protect yourself and your loved ones from this scourge of modern times?
Certainly breaking down into 20-minute chunks so that you don't spending an hour is too much time. Even when we are doing our work, focused work with screens, it's good to take breaks, go for a walk, talk to people, set a timer for every hour and a half of focused work, take a 10 to 15 minute break for downtime and movement. And then for pleasurable videos or TV shows, TikToks, then I would still keep it no more than an hour of screen time at the most, especially in the evenings. I wouldn't open screens after 8 o'clock because your brain doesn't need that bright light and noise. It needs to wind down.
These are the foods that keeps your gray matter alive and kicking. Also, resist the urge to grab your mobile phone immediately you wake up in the morning, as it jolts the nervous system and can trigger the fight or flight response as your brain is not fully awake yet. So, there you have it. The gadgets we use have made our lives much better and introduced us to an array of conveniences. We use them to shop, to plan, to hold meetings, and to listen to church sermons from the comforts of our homes. We use them to entertain us, to watch short movies, to scroll through tons and tons of videos of funny cats. But as with everything else, take it all with a bit of moderation, and don't hesitate to switch them off when they start rewiring your brain or causing you sleepless nights, or, as the doctors warn, gently and slowly erasing the memories, habits, and activities that make us human. Gloria Milimu, KTN.
Thank you, Gloria Midlimu, with that.